Good morning, everybody. How are you? Sorry for the delay. I did the longest, most gorgeous reading yesterday, and then when I played it back, nearly all the video was completely pixelated. So I've downloaded it, I've edited it, and I've put it back up again. Won't quite look the same, but I really hope that you enjoy the message. Ciao. The question we're going to do today is, do they find you sexy? And all the kind of relationship connotations around that question. So first of all, we've got pile one. I have to cover a little bit of this, but we've got the lady in the chamber and two people having a beautiful moment on top of a hill. We've got pile two, which is this beautiful seashell and this kind of erotic unfolding, and this very pious female at the bottom here. And then we've got pile three, which is a lovely embrace at the top, and then this lady waiting for someone at the bottom. So just take your time and pick a card, or pick a pile, I should say. Okay, so let's go to everyone that picked pile one. And this was this two people on the top of a hill here having a beautiful moment, and this lady in waiting in her chamber. So let me just pick some cards for you. So the question today is, do they find you sexy? Do they find you sexy? And let's look at the energies around that. So this is very PG. So there's nothing too heavy here to watch. Do they find you sexy, pile? Let's pick up three more cards here. Do they find you sexy, pile one? Do they find you sexy? Wow. Okay, so they really, really do find you incredibly sexy. I think this is at 9 out of 10, okay? If not a 10, it's definitely right up there. And almost kind of an intoxicating kind of overindulgence in their attraction for you. What's really beautiful about this is that while they find you really, excuse me, really sexy, it comes to them a way that I think you would be quite surprised at. It comes to them in a way where there's something very earthy about you, very homely. Okay, so don't be disappointed with this. There's something very unctuous about you. So I'm not sure that they see you in a stereotypical sexy way. I think that they see you in a kind of there's something that unfolds about you, if that makes sense. You have a kind of unfolding that they can fall into. Okay, so it's a very kind of healthy and blissful and yes, it's erotic, but it's not the normal kind of erotic underwear and all that sort of thing. It's something more natural. It's something more organic. but they are totally indulging into the the fantasy of you, okay, like this. So I feel like their preference might be to um, have some romance in your sexiness. So, for example, they might appreciate candles, or they might appreciate the curves or the silhouette of your body if you were wearing something very natural, which wasn't particularly meant to be sexy, but they find it very beautiful on you because they might see, you know, just kind of slightly transparent to see the curve of your back, or, that sort of thing. So it reminds me of a TikTok couple where the guy was really excited because it was summer and his girlfriend always wears these beautiful kind of lacy dresses in the summer. So I feel that it's more that. And I think maybe, that they would like to kiss you and hold you and be intimate outside in nature, by water, or in a field, in a meadow with flowers, that sort of thing, or by the moonlight, that sort of thing. All right. But the interesting thing about this, I mean, I feel like they're really giddy over how sexy you are. And I feel like they're like jumping in their car and they're on their way to you. Okay. But there's a little thing here. I feel they're not showing you very much. I feel like how beautiful you are to them, like a goddess. I think they'd notice the sunlight in your hair, or the rosiness of your cheeks, or the softness of your lips, that sort of thing. Okay, all right. Obviously switch up the genders here. I'm just going with the flow here. So I don't feel like they're showing you very much how they feel about how sexy you are, but I feel like they want to. All right, they want to. They're like in this chariot over here. Okay, in this chariot, like, okay, come on, horses, let's get to it, sort of thing. Let's go to the Empress. You're right in the middle there, the Empress. Hmm. I feel like they are constantly topped up by you, whether you're together or not. But this is kind of this satisfaction of thinking about you. Okay, and in this, as I said, in this sort of goddess type energy towards you. But I get the impression that they're worried whether you would actually accept them. And I also get the feeling like, one, yes, would you accept them and they'd be totally happy? But I also get the feeling like, is it easier just to stay with other people, or be interested in other people who are much easier to access, whether that is for intimacy or conversations or fun or that sort of thing. All right, so let me check out this middle card here. This one down here, the lady with the swords there. Let's check out what's going on there. I do feel like this person is withholding themselves, okay, from your beauty. And it might be because of the high level of feelings, not feelings, the high level of kind of like the four factor, like four, she's like so absolutely gorgeous, you know. Let's have a look here. Just got loads of cards falling out today. All right. So let's have a look here. What's the Eight of Swords all about? What's the Eight of Swords? Let's have a look. Eight of Swords, please. Ooh, that says a lot. Okay, so I said, oh, not feelings, more like how gorgeous you are. No, there's feelings here. I'm really surprised with this gorgeous Six of Cups here. All right, so let me pop those up. Hopefully the camera will focus okay, because it has got autofocus, which causes a few challenges. Okay, so I do feel like this person wants to come to you. They want to show you in a much bigger way how they feel about you. Okay, and I always say, you know, they've got the foot on the gas basically to do that, but they are reticent, um, because whether you will accept them or not here. Okay. Now, on either side of that, I ask, what does this mean, this in the middle? Let's have more context here. And there is this depth of feeling, which I'm really surprised. I mean, I knew that they admired you from afar, or noticed you, or aspects about you that are very goddess-like, and they feel a huge sense of satisfaction about thinking about you and stuff like that, or being with you. Okay. But there is this other depth of feeling here. And this is maybe why the feelings are bigger than what they're showing you. And there's something about you, got these gorgeous cards with the Empress at the back here, and there's Nine of Pentacles, where I'm not even sure that you're potentially aware of how much they admire you. When they look at your life and they see that the way that you go about your life, the things that you do, the things that you're interested in, okay? There is this general feeling around you of this overflowing of admiration, uh, joy and happiness, like thinking about you, seeing you, being around you, because this Six of Cups is very much like an overflowing card. And this Nine of Pentacles is a very much like an overflowing card. And this nine at the back is an overflowing of emotions here. And I mean, it's glorious. And then we've got the Empress, which is an overflowing, you know, like giving birth to a new and beautiful and wonderful things. So this person does think you're hot, but you are a class act as far as they're concerned. The way that you hold yourself, the way that you go about your day, the way that you interact with people, they feel that you, repeat myself, are a goddess, and they feel like you're worth investing in. There's something about your clothes which they find really sexy. And as I said, I don't think it's the conventional thing that we think of as sexy, like short skirts and low tops and things like that. There's something about your clothes, maybe the flow or the fabric or something like this. In fact, you're quite covered up. You're quite covered up, but they find it very, very beautiful. About you connected with nature. I don't know if it's the way that you live, or the design of the fabric, or I don't know if you've got like pretty earrings, or the way that you wear your hair or something like that, or jewelry, okay, which they find very sexy, because I think this person is noticing every single little aspect about you. So if it is a male-female thing, very often males don't see the finer detail when they look at a woman, all right? They see the overall, you know, oh, she's wearing black, or she's wearing denim, or whatever. But this person noticed every tiny little aspect, the pattern on your clothes, okay, the arch of your eyebrow, okay, the way that the fabric wraps around your body, the way that you move, the way that you turn your head, or whatever. They notice every small detail about you. Okay. You give them so much joy and happiness in the kind of the pleasure area, so much joy and happiness. Okay. But as I said, I feel like they really want to give you a lot of themselves, and I don't feel that they're giving much at the moment. Let's just see what this Nine of Pentacles at the back is. Yeah. Okay. So they feel like in order to get this lovely Nine of Pentacles at the back here, it's very interesting. These are two nines. It really shows me a high level, like 9 out of 10 sort of thing. So, and don't feel bad that it's not 10 out of 10. It's just showing that it's the real build up before the grand finale. Okay. So with this nine here, in order to get this person is totally satiated emotionally, erotically, spiritually, sensually, physically, right? In order to get that kind of that total satisfaction, which they feel that you give on some level, okay, they know they've got a journey towards you to achieve that. So that can be a physical journey, that can be an emotional journey, that can be a searching inside of yourself journey, but it's quite monumental for them. Okay. Like either how do I get more of this or how do I unravel you, you know? How do I unravel those layers, okay, of my goddess? All right, which is gorgeous. So, shall I pick some other cards? Let's pick some other cards and see if we can get some more about this. So they definitely find you sexy in a very unique way. There's definitely romance um, around this. Do they find you sexy? And there's also this level of you're like a dream to them. You're like an absolute dream. And I must remind people, which I've said in many other videos, um, which I've learned very, very late in life. So when I was younger, I was very beautiful and very attractive, but I didn't realize it. Um, it was just by the reactions of people towards me that I thought, oh, I must be, sort of thing. But I didn't have any self value or worth. And I think what's happened in society is we were like, I want to look like that person. I want to be that size of body. I want to have those type of boobs. Switch up the genders if you need to. Okay. And we have, and so, especially in certain cultures, in the UK and the US, I think this is very, very strong. I want to have that type of hair. I want to have those type of eyelashes. And what we've lost is our own unique beauty because a lot of celebrities and Instagram models and things like that all look the same. You can barely tell them apart. When they put their full makeup on, they really look alike. All right. And when I was younger, when we were at school and stuff like that, people were really valued for their individuality. Like one girl might have like a beautiful elfin face, and another girl might have this beautiful round kind of cat face or something like that. And we really recognized and praised just that unique essence of beauty in an individual person. All right. And I've realized late in life how beautiful I am, and that no one can take your special essence away from you. So you never have to worry if you're around someone that you perceive to be more attractive, or if someone you're interested in is more attracted to somebody else, because you have your own essence. It's the essence that, whatever you want to call it, God, the creator, whatever, gave you. All right. And it's unique to you and nobody else can have it. I'm sure we've all had times when we've dated someone that we've really fallen in love with and it hasn't worked out, and we go out into the world and other people remind us of that person, and then we become attracted to them, but that it's not the real deal. You only the true essence only sits with the individual person. So if you're tall, embrace it. If you're curvy, embrace it. If you're plus size, embrace it. If you're whatever race or color, embrace it. Or your hair texture, just embrace it. Because beauty really doesn't really have much to do with your out external appearance. It's all to do with that essence where someone, like I said, God, the creator, whatever, has put you together so beautifully, right? That nobody else has what you've got. Okay, let's do a little dig a little bit further. And if there is somebody, if you're with somebody and they don't want you, okay, let them go. Because one guy said on a shorts something like, if someone doesn't appreciate and value who you are, either physically or or emotionally or whatever, if they don't already value you and they're on their way out of the door, it doesn't make sense to give you more of yourself, more of what they don't value. Does that make sense? So if someone is on their way out of the door, you have to let them go because somebody else will come back in. And I'm a little bit preachy here, but I think this is really important. So the other thing that I've learned very late in life is that very often men will come out of a connection and move into another connection. And I feel this is just because they are pre-programmed to hunt, basically. And I think that they just have, not all the time, but natural backup sources of females around that they might be interested in. And I feel with women, heterosexual women, that we don't do this. Okay, that we put all our eggs into one basket, we stay with that person, and then when we split up or whatever, we can spend a lot of time alone until we're pursued by the next person. It's not always the case, but I think that's where um, recognizing what's really interesting, what's come out here about this person that thinks that you're a goddess. Yes, they find you very sexy in a very unique and a very high level way, that they're not showing you too much, but they really want to put their foot on the gas and come to you. All right. And they know it's going to be a journey for them. I feel more maybe an emotional journey, to be honest. Okay, but they're kind of like on their way, that they kind of stepped into that, okay, I'm going to take this emotional journey, but they're only at the start of it. And what's really interesting, what's come out, I feel like there's been a lot of loss around you. This could be someone that lost you before, or someone that feels that they can't have you. Okay, or a player that wants to change their ways, or a player that's lost in love, okay, and feels that you are the golden chalice, basically, and that you could heal their wounds. Now, right in the middle, there's a contract here. So this is really interesting. So there's something binding you two together. So it could be literally like a legal contract, which is generally to do with renting, mortgage, car, work, that sort of thing. Or it could be a spiritual contract, like it's already written out that you two are destined. Okay, let me see a little bit more about that contract. So this is definitely more of a kind of a player energy. Okay, someone that's hard to pin down. Okay, and this is obviously significant for them in the way that if they are a player energy, then in their player energy, they don't, at the moment, I would say, they don't see you as part of their player energy in the sense that I feel that they revere you, they hold you in high esteem. Yeah, okay. So for some of you, I feel like maybe you've been let down in some way by this person, okay? And maybe you've put your life on hold a little bit. Now, there's a kind of a conundrum here in the sense that it looks like your life is full, your life is very dynamic, is that you've carved out your own life and you have multiple interests and things that you love to do and they see that. But there's something here maybe in your heart or something like that they know that there's been some loss or they've hurt you or something like that. Okay. And on some level, you're waiting for someone like them or you're waiting. So there is an awareness here. So for some of you, this could be a return of somebody. And if it is a second or third time around, if they didn't value you before, they certainly value you now. So you have something very beautiful, very special, very unique in your sensuality, all right, which they find completely satisfying visually, emotionally, okay, physically. So you don't have to do anything or change yourself or anything like that. Just you is sufficient in the way that you are. So that was a big fat yes. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Went on for quite a long time. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you, Pile One. If you would like a private reading, do jump onto Etsy and have a look at the very good offers I have on there. And if you would like a public reading, which I will be doing shortly, put your question in the comments, like and subscribe, and I will choose a few people to do an extra mini reading on your question. So, Pile One, thank you so much. Ciao, ciao. So this is for me that picked pile two. We've got this beautiful seashell with this beautiful person and this kind of unfolding, this kind of erotic unfolding, and this rather pious lady down here who's beautiful and elegant, but she's like no messing. So let's have a look at pile two. So pile two. Does your person find you sexy? So this is going to be a very PG reading. It's perfectly fine for everyone to listen to. Okay. So does your person find you sexy? Oh my God, I cannot believe the same cards are coming out. Oh, good. Wow. Wow. Amazing. Let's have a look. Does your person find you sexy? Oh, that's a surprise. Okay, so do they find you sexy? That's a big fat yes. Okay. To the point, they want to be in a committed relationship with you. And it is the physical attraction that really drives this connection. It's really the key to your connection for them, but it's not just that. Okay, they really want you to be a couple, or they at least want you to recognize that you love each other, which is really beautiful. I feel like this person wants to go all the way with you in the sense that they might see you as marriage material, and they might see you as somebody who really gives them so much joy and bliss, maybe physically, but I feel it's more than that. Like, I feel like you bring so much joy and bliss into their normal lives. What's really interesting about this layout is that you could find that this person hasn't even offered you a cup of love. Not even the smallest, actually, for some of you. Or they're blocked to it. Maybe you can feel that. They're blocked to speaking about their emotions. Okay. But maybe on one side you can feel that it's that you know that they think you're marriage material, but they're just not saying it. All right. And I feel in some way, don't quite understand it, because I feel like this person is rapidly coming to you with the Chariot in a very strong way, in a very powerful way. Okay, their energy is very much directed towards you. You could be from different cultures, different backgrounds, that sort of thing. Okay, but nonetheless, we're getting a very heavy kind of connection here. Very, very heavy connection here. And it's the power of that spontaneity and the power of your physical attraction, which is kind of erupting, I would say, which is really the drive here, the driving force here. But as I said, this person, I feel, sees you as a long term, not just a long term. I feel like they see that they could complete their lives with you. But yet they are offering almost nothing at the moment. This is what it looks like on the cards. Okay. And I feel you're very vigilant. They're very vigilant where you're concerned, but you're hyper vigilant where they're concerned. You've got all your heckles up. You know, you're just like, no, 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 no. Even if you feel like you're saying yes, it's no, 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 no. They feel your boundaries. Like, I feel you're saying to them, okay, I might be marriage material, but are you husband material? That sort of attitude is going on here where you're concerned. So you're not sure about this person. You're questioning whether you can actually see a future with this person. I don't feel that they're questioning whether they can see a future with you, but they're not displaying it. Let me just see why. Hold on a second. Oh, that speaks volumes. Okay. So I did feel like this person was protecting themselves, because we've got this Page of Cups, which is blocked to offering you any love. Well, or very reluctant at least. And we've got this kind of vigilant, like someone looking over their shoulder all the time. They want this, or they feel that you can offer this, but in order to get it, they're looking over their shoulder. Or if you're in the middle of it, they're still looking over their shoulder. Maybe they don't want other people to see. Maybe would be some judgment around here. But right in the middle, we've got this loss of love card. So let me just explain that. I don't feel like there's any loss of love for you. You may have experienced it. They may have walked away from somebody else. There's definitely been a problem here, love-wise. A big one. Okay. And maybe this is why you're not sure about this person. Okay. I don't know if they walked away from you, or you had to walk away from them, or they walked away from someone else. So if you kind of look at that layout, it's gorgeous, apart from the pain in the middle of all of this. So let me pick some other cards here. So, yes, they do find you sexy. And if you are not intimate at the moment, then this could be something that's very painful for them. Okay, very painful not to have that level of intimacy with you. Okay, I think that they're hoping that they can. It's very hard for me to say whether this is you or somebody else. Okay, but they've got two cups here, three are knocked over, two are standing, and two represents a connection, all right, or the desire for the connection, or a loss of connection. But here, look, this is how they feel about you. The two of cups are reinstated up here. Okay. Hmm. Wow, double sun. Wow. Okay. So what I'm feeling with this, you've got double sun. I feel with this is that you two make each other very, very happy, or you have at least the potential to make each other very, very happy beyond your wildest dreams. There's definitely a marriage, a future here, um, but either they're not sure or you're not sure. So something's gone down here. But the actual desire is for immense stability. You want a long-term future with them. They want a long-term future with you. Look, if you actually look, you can see the story, can't you? Look, it's gorgeous. Then this sad person in the middle. All right. So I'm going to jump into the future. Let's see what happens. So the desire for you is very strong. So it's like a new beginning, all right, when you've just met someone. So you could have just met, but if you're in a cycle here, all right, there's I don't know what the word is, reignition of this passion. Let me just find out more about this one here. This is, yeah, this is beyond powerful. So the passion and desire for you is very intense. And I just picked up something there. Hold on, when I was looking at that. Yeah. Something like with you, or the thought of you, or the desire that they feel for you is completely unique, completely different from anybody else. It's on a different level. Okay, I feel like they feel weak. Okay, so yeah, they do find you very, very sexy. So my question is, hold on. My question, okay, so we've got this, we have these two beautiful suns over here. All right, so I feel like the level of feeling between the two of you is the same, whether you're showing it or not. Okay, the question is, will you come together? Okay, or will you be able to satisfy or reach this blissed out state? I feel like you have the ability to make each other incredibly happy. And I feel like your physical side also is just like these two suns, just beautiful sunshine here of so much feeling good. So, will you achieve it? Oh, you won't believe this, guys. Oh my God. There is no point me going any further. I feel like you're going to be blessed in this connection through the universe, and this love that you have for each other is going to erupt. It's going to erupt. I saw this flower in a meditation. I saw this over the planet. I mean, if you haven't achieved it yet, you guys are going to go into the stratosphere of passion and desire and love. This is going to be a connection beyond all connections. You will achieve it. You don't have to do anything. It's just going to happen. All right. The love of your life. This is a once in a lifetime love here. It's incredible. I said I wasn't going to pick any other cards, but I just feel my hand shuffling here. I mean, can you imagine waking up carefree when life just feels so blissful like this? You feel blissed out with them, they feel blissed out with you. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay. And it's so healthy as well, she says, as we lay a toxic card. Wow. Wow. Okay. I feel like if there has been stuff in the background and it has been low level kind of actions towards you or towards someone else, or even if you've been acting in this manner, if there has been a third party situation and it's been quite a low level energy between you, that's going to disappear. This is going to transform into something. Maybe that's why we've got this loss here. Yeah. This is going to transform from this negative heartache, loss, not valuing people, don't know where you are in your heart space. All right. Just being seen as an object or allowing yourself to be seen as an object. Okay. But they're going to see you differently. All right. Beyond your wildest dreams, actually. Okay, I'm just going to see what it is that transforms this. This is a monumental transformation. Let me have a look. What's transforming this? I'm very curious. Ooh, some spiritual growth here. Let's not underestimate that. Okay. I feel like this person, or there's some aspects of your connection that have been super shallow. Super shallow. And I think you probably maybe thought, well, there's no way this can transform. It is what it is. This person only sees me a certain way, or I only act a certain way when I'm with this person. All right. And it's never going to build, but it does. I feel like there's been a lot of non commitment, a lot of loss in love here. Okay. Building up to something and then walking away from it, or something comes in and destroys it. All right. And actually, just going back to your cards that you picked, this, oh, I can't put that word in. They don't like me to use that word. Okay, so you've got this beautiful card, which is symbolizing some eroticism, okay, and happiness and joy around that. And what was really interesting is that you had this other card where she's very pious, all right, but she looks gorgeous, but it's like, don't touch me. And the Queen of Swords is very similar to that. There's been this very much don't touch me, don't come near me sort of thing. And I think what there is like the opening, like the clamshell opening here to show the true love that is actually in your connection, and for it to be displayed in a glorious way. And I think what's happened is that this person has done some inner searching here and walked away from their past and the energy that they're showing up with. Like they're just a young, silly, foolish person here, or at least a young energy with words with no depth. All right, words that are easy just to throw out there, and they return or they shift, okay, to this emperor, where the emperor's word is what they say is what they mean. The emperor's word is their bond. So there's an immense maturity coming into this connection, which I think is going to open up your connection. I think it's them. I think that there's just been silly and rash and life's a pleasure game and stuff like that. Okay. But as they come towards you in one way in a very strong energy, in another way checking themselves and taking tiny steps, they come with a clear, I wouldn't say a clear conscience, but they come with a sense of maturity. And it's a transformation beyond words. And because my question is, do they find you sexy? Okay. The answer is obviously is yes. But it's more than that. It's the key to unlocking this. Now, obviously, in society today, in Western society, we have very transient sort of sexual interactions which have no meaning and have no depth. Okay. But when people have a natural chemistry and a passion that doesn't have to be worked on, all right, it just between the two of you, this can be the glue, because this is where everything unfolds. So I feel this unfolding with you, like you have a unique chemistry here, which is the springboard for the most amazing and beautiful growth here between the two of you. This person is going to demonstrate their love to you. And then what's going to happen is that you two are going to be completely balanced in your bliss and love for each other. It's going to be absolutely measured. It's going to be, I want to find a better word than balanced. It's going to be absolutely mirrored. You will feel the same about each other. You will feel the same about life with each other. Will become mirrors. This is gorgeous, like that, looking at each other. Okay. You'll become mirrors. And with these sort of cards, you've got an amazing, beautiful life ahead of you. Right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. That was just, that was just unbelievable. So thank you so much. So if you would like a private reading, jump onto Etsy and have a look at some of the prices. I've got some great offers on. And I was going to say something else and it's gone out of my head. But if you would like a little public reading, please like and subscribe. I will be getting around to it shortly. And I'm just going to answer one of your questions in a very, very mini reading. I think it'll just be a nice touch to the channel. Thank you so much. And ciao, ciao, ciao. So this is for everyone that picked pile 3. Oh, if I can pick it up here. So we've got these two beautiful people embracing, and then we've got this lady who's waiting on their special person. So let's have a look. Okay. So does your person find you sexy? Let's have a look at the energy around that and all the connotations of that question. Oh, okay. So interesting, guys. Do they think you're sexy? My honest feeling with this is that maybe you're not the normal type. Maybe. Okay. Because what I feel here, there is a stirring here of attraction, which I sort of feel is not what they expected. All right. So I feel like someone is surprised by the the changing of their feelings towards you. So maybe they weren't attracted at first, and it doesn't mean that they found you ugly or anything like that. Or maybe you just met in different circumstances. Maybe your work colleagues, maybe your friends, maybe your acquaintances, maybe your neighbors, whatever. So I feel like there wasn't an attraction here initially, but something's happening. There's a stirring, okay? There's this kind of, obviously, this physical stirring towards you, but there's also an emotional stirring, all right? Just at the start. And I feel like this person is contemplating, wow, what is it that I'm feeling here? You know? And, you know, is this the start of something? I think they're confused. I think they're very confused. Okay. I feel like the universe is saying, here you are, here's love and attraction, right? And they're like, huh? What? With this person, right? Not that they're looking down on you or anything like that. I think they're just really surprised. So there's a stirring of attraction here. There's a stirring of feeling like you're sexy, but I feel like they don't want to even look at the fact that you could be sexy. All right. I feel like they find it very difficult. All right. That the way that you're making them feel, I feel like they're trying to suppress it, but they can't. They can't. All right. Like here, this person is battering down all the wands, right? So if it was male, that could be a phallic symbol for what's going on, like, oh, I'm finding her really attractive, sort of thing, or I'm finding them really attractive. I'm feeling myself getting excited about this pet. No, 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 no. Can't possibly. It's like, boop, yep, and again, oh no, I'm feeling like attractive again. Like, I feel like they're doing everything in their power not to be attracted to you, but they can't. They are attracted to you. In fact, I feel like they're trying to walk away from their attraction to you. Okay. Yeah, I feel like they're trying to walk away from it. Okay. Like, no, I'm not attracted to pile three, but oh my God, I'm finding myself thinking about them. I'm questioning what this could be, right? I'm wondering where these feelings are coming from. I love it, actually. I love it, guys. I love it. So there's stirrings here, all right, which they don't understand. Hmm. I feel like there's something here. It's kind of like, I don't want my world to be shaken up, right? I kind of like it how it is. Everything's in its place. I'm happy where I am, sort of thing, in one context. But this is all being shaken up here. Well, it's not been shaken up yet, okay? But they know that how they're started to feel for you is could cause quite lot of damage in their very established life. Okay. Okay, let's dig a little deeper, guys. This is so different from pile 1 and 2. Let's dig a little deeper. What's happening is that the universe is giving you opportunities to spend time together, okay, or connect with each other, right? So you might find yourself in a situation with someone where you have to be together for something, all right? You have to do something, all right? And you're not planning it, and they're not planning it, and yet here you are doing something together, right? And what's happening when you're doing something together, very, very cliche here, is that they're really enjoying themselves. They're enjoying spending time with you. speaking to you, passing time. I already said that. But whatever it is that you have to do together, whatever way in which you are connecting, the universe is pulling you together, okay, is that they're seeing how attractive you are, noticing you, okay, maybe they didn't notice you before, seeing your uniqueness, seeing your individuality, seeing the different aspects of yourself. Sorry, seeing the different aspects of you, that like seeing the depth of you, really, okay? And they can't stop thinking about you. They really, really can't. And they just love whatever it is that you do together, whether you're speaking or literally, you know, if you go for coffee or if you work together, whatever it is, in whatever capacity where you connect, you make them feel so happy, really happy. Hmm, loving that. Ooh, look at the devil energy, but this speaks the story. So I I don't know if I'm the only one, but I'm certainly one of the tarot readers. I love the devil card. Actually, I've got a super, super cute devil card on here because the devil card tells a story, right, of kind of addiction or obsession with someone or something forbidden, right? So it shows an intensity like when you don't know your own feelings or you know that you shouldn't go to a certain person or be together or that sort of thing, right? But I feel like what it is in this scenario is that the devil is very suppressed here, right? So I feel like, oh yeah, this is, do you like my cute devil card? Right. So I feel like maybe both of you weren't aware of this. Something in the subconscious is building and building and bringing out that erotic passion. All right, stirring you up inside, making you think about things about each other where they pop into your head and you're wondering why they popped into your head. What did that person pop into my head for? You know, because you're not recognizing, okay? They're not recognizing, or you're not recognizing, maybe more them, I think, why they keep thinking about you, okay? What this attraction is, okay? Yeah. So you've become like yeah, yeah. So you've become like this beautiful emotional chalice. Is that a good way to describe it? So you've become like, so they're in the they're not in the devil energy, but they're like having these feelings for you, or or, or having this attraction, this initial attraction, and feeling some emotions, like pushing it way down. And you've become like this fountain that's pushing it way up. You know, like I feel like you're quite open here, right? And like you're open, look at you, right? You're next to the fountain, you're the mermaid, right? And this is you. Like when I say gushing, I'm not necessarily saying that you're gushing over them, but your energy is open. Come and jump into my cup of love, right? And they're looking at you going, what? Like, you know, like the normal, and then like you're trying to transform them into the devil energy so they can jump into your cup of gorgeousness. But they're so confused by this. Let me see why. This is quite funny, actually. I feel like this person's going through their normal life, right? Enjoying life and all the rest of it. And you've come along and it's like, they never expected to feel this way about you. All right. Well, no, let's put it another way. They never expected to have any emotional or physical attraction to you. All right. So this person isn't in love with you or anything like that at this stage, but there's just like, oh, I find her or her quite attractive or them quite attractive. All right. And I feel like, oh, like I find them quite sexy, like, oh, I wasn't expecting that. Why were they not expecting it? Let me have a look. Why is that? Ooh, no way. This was in pile 2, these 3 cards. Okay. I feel like this person has always, hold on. I feel like this person has always kind of let themselves be seduced by the gender they're interested in. Okay, which sounds okay, all right. But I feel like they haven't valued the people that they've been seduced by. They like the seduction, all right, but they haven't valued these previous people in their life. And I feel like they're just full of the charm, full of the chat, full of the charm, know what to say and all the rest of it. But for some reason, you weren't part of their plan, and I can't see why. Why is she not part of the plan? Sorry, I keep using she. Why are they not part of the plan? You weren't part of their plan. In this pattern that they have, okay? Why are they not looking at you? I don't understand. Why are they not looking at you? Okay, and all caught up with the past. Okay, so I feel like this person has a life or has past loves, that sort of thing, has maybe got quite a history with other people and that sort of thing. And they were really looking at that scenario. They were more than looking at that scenario, that they're kind of invested in their own little world. Well, I think what I'm curious is did they find you attractive when they first saw you? I think this is the question. Did they find you attractive? I'm thinking not. I don't mean that they found you ugly. I feel like they just weren't on their radar. No, that's wrong. All right. Did they find you attractive? Let's have some honesty here. Did they find you attractive? Ooh. Okay. Did they find you unattractive? No. Well, this is curious. They didn't find you unattractive. Far from it. I still feel like you're not their normal type. I feel like they thought you were a beautiful person, but something happened between you that upset them. Some sort of action upset them. Okay. They were wounded. I think they thought you were a loving and beautiful person, but they didn't. I just don't feel that they would see you as a potential partner. Okay. Yeah. I think in the spider's web of their life, they didn't see you as prey. All right. I feel like they've divided you into another category. I'm curious. Stay with me, guys. I'm curious what's going on here. This is a playboy. This is an energy of a playboy, play person. Okay. And they were caught up with their own lives. Yeah. Caught up with their own career. They may have actually been pretty gaga over somebody else, actually, or had set ideas of what they thought love was. You can't see that, but this came up. All right. I feel like this, especially with this King of Pentacles, I feel like they had their idea of what love is, or they were invested in somebody, all right, that they couldn't see past somebody else, someone from the past, I think, all right. And therefore they've been playing around a lot and that sort of thing. All right. And for some reason you were compartmentalized into another section. All right. And I'm just trying to find out why. Why? So I feel like when they met you, as I said, I think that they thought that you were beautiful, like you were a beautiful, lovely person, but I don't feel like they had an attraction, a pull towards you. All right, that they, yeah, I think that it just wasn't there for whatever reason. Okay. And I also feel like in their life, they had a lot of fun going on and they had a lot of personal stuff and a lot of interactions with the gender that they're interested in. And in many ways, they might have been taking time out. I do see a hiatus here, and somewhat spending time on their own or playing the single life, and wasn't really open to anybody else coming in. But here you are. They've got these little funny feelings for you. All right. Like they start to feel a little emotional pull towards you. They start to feel some sort of passion towards you. And they're like, no, I'll just back that down. Here it is, which makes me laugh actually. This one. I'll just ignore my passion here. I'll just push it way, 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 way back down. In fact, I won't even look at it. I won't even look at it. But the devil's here. Okay. So I feel this person was going along in their life, caught up with their own stuff, caught up with their past relationships, caught up with their current, caught up, all caught up with their current relationships, just heading off in one direction. You come along quite silently, I feel. For some reason, you've entered their life in some capacity. All right. They haven't noticed you as such. They haven't had any attractions or feelings for you, anything like that, because they're all doing their thing. And somehow something's turned. Something's turned. Something's turned their head about you. I'm really loving this reading, by the way. All right. They're like, ooh, right, what is it that turned their head? So let me just clear the deck here because I'm super curious. All right. What's turned their head about you? What's turned their head? Oh, I love it. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. What's turned their head is there's something about the way. Sorry, I hope you don't get bored with the way that I explain this card because I always say the same, but I can't explain it any other way. The way that you live your life, they must have had a window into your life in some capacity. So it's the way that you do your hair, and it's the clothes that you wear, and it's your surroundings, and the way that you live your life, and your interests, and your hobbies. And actually, probably because you don't seem to have noticed them either. All right. And there's something about you where, unlike the other people in their life that they've maybe had a few of, you don't seem available to them like this. And for some reason, it's turned their head. And the really gorgeous part of this is the star card. Okay. So there's something about divine timing in this. There's something very nourishing about you, or they find you very nourishing to their soul, to their life, to their mind. Okay. There's something healing about you and nourishing about you. And this has turned their head. And yet I feel like you're saying, I'm not available. And I feel like they're, yeah, that's what I feel like. You're saying, I'm not available to you. You may have displayed that you might be reserved or shy in some way, okay? You're definitely healing them. Wow, you can't see those cards. You're definitely healing them. There's something you're doing which is healing them. It's giving them hope for the future out of a sad situation. And then we've got these beautiful lemons here, and then we've got the Empress coming over here. So what I feel here is that there's this beautiful nourishment that you're bringing into their lives in some way, and you're probably unaware of what you're actually doing. I feel really like, ooh, when I'm saying that. And I feel like with the star card and the divine timing, there's a connection here that they can't ignore. Okay. And you're bringing in some sort of abundance into their life. You're bringing some sort of new growth into their life where they feel that their life is going to transform in the most gorgeous way because of what something you've done, something about you. It's like your two worlds have come together somehow. Okay. Your two worlds have come together. They're interlocking in some way. And they're only just recognizing. On one level, I feel like they don't recognize on a deep level what you're bringing in, all right, of something really glorious into their life. And on another level, they're just like, they don't understand the stirrings. So part of them, I don't even feel like the part that's pushing it down can even recognize it. All right. So stay with me, guys, on pile 3, because I just want to look at something else. Stay with me. All right. So yes, they are finding you sexy, and they don't understand why they're getting these feelings. All right. As I said, stay with me here because I just want to do a little bit more. Okay. Keep the little cheeky devil card there. All right. So, almost forgotten the question I wanted to ask just as I did that. So let me just do a reminder. Let me just retrace my steps there. So they've been caught up in their own life. I feel like their life is very full, that they've had many interactions with many different people, maybe fallen in love, maybe wanted to marry someone, that sort of thing, or even got engaged and that sort of thing. And your worlds have collided, not collided, just gently interlocked, actually. Like at school, you used to do the pie charts and the two circles used to merge over each other. Okay. So, oh yeah. So if they're having these little stirrings and they're pushing them down, right? Even if they're pushing them down subconscious and they don't really understand it, there's obviously something about you where they haven't seen a future, or there's a block to why are they pushing it down? Why are they not open to it? Right. So why are they pushing it down so much? I think that's my question. So I think I love these two cards because I think it really resembles you and them. Their energy where you're concerned is kind of repressed subconscious desires, and you're kind of just all open and flowing. All right. So why is it? Why would there be a block? So if you started to have these kind of little stirrings for somebody and stuff like that, why would you not just go with it? All right. So I feel like there's something around this. There's a reason why they're not going for it. Okay. So I just want to find out what that is. Let me just give this an extra, extra good shuffle. All right. Why are they not going for it? Ooh, hold on a second. Okay. So I feel like the reason they're not going for it, or they're caught off guard, or they're surprised and stuff like that, is because I feel like they could be involved with somebody else and thought that they were all blissed up there. Okay, like, well, no, I'm really happy, and really focused on this person and maybe wanted to marry this person or something like that, right? So I feel like they've got all that going on. There's something here with the Four of Swords in reverse. All right, yeah, so that's what it is. What it is. Right. Oh, the Emperor and the Empress. Yeah. Okay. So the reason they haven't noticed you, or they're trying to suppress this, or they're getting these little stirrings, don't quite understand it, is because they're involved with someone already. So I just got a message there. All right. So they're involved with someone already. Okay. And as I said, I think that they thought that they're getting married or engaged or something like that. But something, and they were blissed out. Okay. Something's gone wrong though in that connection. Okay. I mean, I think that they thought they were divine counterparts, whether they know that word or not. Okay. And what's happened, they know they have maybe a slightly addictive quality about them, and that they have this King of Wands energy. All right. So they've put the brakes on where you're concerned, or they haven't gone for it, because this is why it's caught them off guard. Isn't you haven't come in like a femme fatale or someone who's highly sexualized. That's not what I'm feeling here, right? Your life is interlocked with theirs in some way, all right? And you're just there silently in the background, and then they're starting to have these feelings, but they're all caught up on this other side, and they know that they have some kind of wanderlust and things like that about them. So they're like, well, they're like, oh, that's just a part of me. I'm always like that. I'm not going to take any notice of these stirrings, right? Where pile three is concerned, I'm not going to take any notice. But something's happening, and they're soul searching. They're soul searching about you, and no, they're soul searching about these stirrings. But what you've done, you've made them really question whether this other person is really for them. Okay. So, oh my God, I'm loving this. Please stay with me, guys. This is a long one. So let's see what the next step. I love you too in the middle of this reading. It's so funny. Like the devil doesn't really know what the hell is going on, sort of thing. You're just chill. You're totally chill. Your cup is open. Next step will be this person is going to come towards you, and I think you should look at pile two. This person will not be able to help but come towards you, but in doing so, to come towards you is a long journey for them. It's either a long emotional journey or a moral or ethical journey or literally a physical journey, in order to detach themselves from where they are. But they've, on some level, they've started to make that journey. They're unsure, they're very vigilant. So, on some level, they're coming forward, even though they're trying to suppress this. I love it. I love it. Okay, they've taken a step through the door. Could be that they're leaving somebody else. Okay, now I'm not saying that okay, this is really important. I'm not saying that they've left somebody for you. What I'm saying is that the window of opportunity, the universe has opened up a window where they're leaving somebody else, or that relationship is going pear shaped. You're in the framework. They're not considering you as a life partner or anything like that. They've just got these little feelings started to creep in, all right, which they're pushing down. Well, what's going to happen is that the universe is pulling you two together. They've got a lot to go through. They may do a relocation in career or the town that they live in or the home or apartment and all that sort of thing. All right. So they're still focused on their life. Okay. And I think they catch themselves going, oh, pile three, she's so interesting, or she's so cute, or no, she's not my type, or they're not my type, or whatever it is. Okay. But I see that they're already energetically coming towards them, they don't even realize it. Okay. So I could go on for like 10 hours on this type of scenario, but I'm going to leave it there, guys. And thank you for staying with me. That was totally amazing. Do jump on to Etsy if you would like a private reading. I've always got a great one question offer. I think it's £14 sterling. So, and I do dive quite deep into those one question readings. If you would like a public reading, I am getting around to it. My house move has gone really well, so I've got a little bit more time. So if you would like a public reading, put your question in the comments. You need to like and subscribe, and I will pick a few people, just do an extra mini reading. Thank you so much, everyone, and it's ciao. Ciao, ciao.